the Sly Guy.
Hello and welcome to the Sly Guy podcast with me, Dave Elliott, coming at you once again from the secret North Down bunker, aka my dining room. I'm just actually looking at myself here on the screen where I record the video, and I've been mugged off because I thought the outfit I was wearing would be inconspicuous. People wouldn't be able to see. It's a full vest. I'm wearing a workout vest because, hey, I'm an exercise guy, and once this podcast is finished, I'm going to go and exercise. So yeah, I've mugged myself off, and I'm showing some Under Armour branding, and I'm not actually a sponsored Under Armour athlete. So listen, if you guys know anybody from Under Armour or wanting to get in touch, do some sort of collab, listen, all I'm saying is I'm keen. I'm keen to take any work at the minute because we're in the middle of a lockdown, and you know the score. Plus, also Under Armour make really, really great gear, so I'm keen for that. So hook me up and just ignore my chest hair, please, and how tight this vest is, because literally it is like some sort of, I guess, WWE style wrestling garment like the Undertaker would wear, except if the Undertaker was 40% more body fat. And of course sexy, because I mean, look at the big guy. But anyway, I've been told by people that I need to start this week's podcast off by saying, guys, I am playing my biggest show to date in the Ulster Hall on December 17th this year, which is weird because it seems so far away. It feels like 2020, it's 2021, OMG, what's going on? But that's what's happening. My show is happening on the 17th of December, which is a Friday, in the Ulster Hall. Hopefully everyone will be vaccinated up or else just able to go. You know, if it's all just away, great. But yeah, that is happening. I've been told by people who are promoting the gig that, you know, hey man, you've got a podcast, you're on talking every week, you always forget to mention the fact that you've got this show. Tickets are going really well for it, and we want to try and get it sold out as soon as possible so I can focus on other things, you know, like playing FIFA or relaxing or trying to build my lockdown project, which of course is a sauna / glory hole in my own back garden. You know, live the dreams, make dreams reality, do that. So if you guys want to get tickets, if you haven't already, if you're a loyal listener, as in you are committed to this podcast, not that you are a hardcore Protestant, not that there's anything wrong with that if you are a hardcore Protestant and enjoy my comedy. Same if you're a hardcore Catholic and enjoy my comedy, come along. It's going to be a good time. You can get tickets. The link is in the bio of this podcast. No, it's not a bio, it's a synopsis. The link is in the synopsis of the podcast, or you can just get it in any of my bios on any of my social media. So go ahead, buy your tickets, buy your friends a ticket, get it sold out. The tickets are going like hotcakes. You know, they're selling really well. I'm chuffed. And if you want to come along too, it'll be a nice time. I wrote my opening bit over the weekend there, and let's just say, very excited to tell it. It's very silly. I'm a silly Billy. I'm excited about doing it. So let's just get out. Let's just have a great time together. And just come along and support me. Come along and support Big Davey. You know, everybody will have a nice time. You can go out for drinks afterwards if you really want. You know, if you don't, that's entirely your prerogative also. But come along, have a nice time. There we go. So now I can officially say to those promoting the gig, I've spoken about it on my podcast rather than the last 2 weeks have passed. And they're like, did you mention your show? And I was like, yes, the biggest show of my entire life. Yes, okay, I probably should do that on my platform that is this, which gets enough. If every listener of this podcast bought a ticket, sold out. So podcast listeners, get your moolah out. I don't know why I'm doing that. Get your moolah out, guys. There you go. That's all. That's what we're talking about. All right, so anyway, what else has been happening? Not a lot, obviously, because we are in whatever week this is of the big second lockdown or the third lockdown, who knows really anymore, but we're in the midst of it. So that's what I'm doing now myself. I'm in the house, I'm dressed like the Undertaker because once this finishes I'm going to be in the garage training. I'm actually just looking at myself again. Yes, my outfit is ridiculous, but also how much thinner does my big face look? Very sexy. You know, if I was going to say if I was single I would probably fancy myself, but that there's no way I can cross over from being myself to being married to, in a relationship with myself. If anything, it's weird. My point being, if I was single, I would approach other guys that look like me, or if I happened to be, getting up in the middle of the night to go for a pee in the bathroom and don't quite know my surroundings and don't know it's me that I'm looking at in the mirror and think it's just some other hot, sexy guy. He's getting blown. Alright, that's what's happening. He's getting blown. And by the way, I've just Manscaped. People are probably like, stop touching your nose. Are you on coke, Davey? No, I used the Manscaped trimmer on my nose, and it's just a little bit itchy because there was hair up there. Now there's no hair. So there's a bit of dust in this room. It's just going straight into my brain, and that's what's going on. Speaking of my brain, listen, we're talking Manscaped, so why don't we just mix it up a little bit and do the sponsor for Manscaped right now? Because Manscaped is where it's at if you're looking to get rid of your body hair. Again, I did a wee bit of trimming on my old shoulders as well, using the Lawnmower 3.0. You don't have to just use it on your balls and your shaft. You can use it on your arms. You can use it on your face. You can use it on your crack. I think it was that legendary artist Kia wrote the song My Neck, My Back, not just about where you could lick, but also about where you can use the Lawnmower 3.0. You can use it on your neck, your back, your pussy and your crack. Or if you're a guy, you can use it on your neck, your back, your gooch and your sack. It works. My neck, my back, shave my gooch and my sack. First you gotta put your neck into it, shave your balls, just do it. Then you roll the lawnmower from the crack back to the ball bag. Then you shave your shaft, baby. Ooh! I mean, I was gonna say I'm modern day Phil Spector, not Phil Proctor. That sounds like a guy out of The Fall. Phil Spector, that flawed genius that everyone says. A lot of people kicking off about that this week, rightfully so. Phil Spector, like, there you go, rest in peace. He's a flawed genius. He's a murdering bastard, really. Let's call a spade. Big man shot someone in the face. As much as he's, a decent producer, probably, guided the world of production, still murdered somebody. But not flawed genius, murderer. Same kind of way as people talk about, I tell you who's the real great wrestler on Chris, but nah. He could be the best ever. Killed his family. He's not a nice guy. SLY at best, at worst, fucking filthy murdering bastard. There you have it. Same with Phil Spector. The only other person that's banter that has murdered somebody because he got off with it is our friend, my friend and yours, OJ Simpson. Hey, Twitter world, it's me again, the big murdering bastard. What's happening? And people are like, man, why are you doing that? Like, that is his bread and butter now. Hey, Twitter world, it's me. I murdered 2 people, but it's fine. Because I've got a big smile on my face and I'm talking about draft picks for the NFL. The world's a fucked up place. But if as much as people are fucked off about Phil Spector, the flawed genius, they are buzzing about this inauguration of the main man, Joe. Like, everybody loves Joe Biden. I mean, why? That's what the weirdest thing about this whole thing is. There are people on social media who know sweet fuck all about politics, let alone American politics, are like, fucking Joe Biden's going to be really good. So he is. Hey, he's 114. He's going to serve for about 2 months. Then Kamala's going to come in and just put everyone in jail, and it's going to be great. But everyone, like, people I know that have never once like, mate, I don't vote because it's all fucking conspiracy and all and stuff and like and shit. They're the ones that are like, it's good to see Biden instead of that fucking dickhead. Hey, yeah, Trump, not a good guy, not a great choice of president. I mean, I hate to be the one to say this. You could have probably guessed that before he was voted as president. That's where we're at with that. But yet people are putting posts up being like, can't wait for this inauguration. Like, not even spell it right. Can't wait for this inauguration. Don't even know what inauguration is. It's inauguration. That's what. It's inauguration. Can't wait to see this old dude, this old pervert dude, get inaugurated. It's mad. People would do that to you. They would just, drive you insane on social media. It's better to be off it, except obviously tickets to sell, so your boy has to be on it. But see, sometimes you see your friends post things and just go, oh no. Like, I saw someone today about the inauguration posting a diss at Trump because who he had performing at the inauguration. That was the thing. People were like, Oh, I see fucking Trump shit. Like, he just had these fucking unknown bastards there, whereas Biden's got like J-Lo and Lady Gaga and Justin Timberlake and all. I think a guy even called him Justin Timberwolf, which to be fair is a better name, but not the guy. You know, like, listen, Trumpy doesn't have shit, but these guys, I got Timberwolf, J-Lo and Lady Gaga, fucking right. I'll watch that. And he's like, you're gonna watch the swearing in of a president just to see the acts from the early noughties do their thing, that's fine. And what's weird, say what you want about Trump, he booked, I think, a dude called Lee Greenwood and Toby Keith, who, by the way, this and aside, Toby Keith sings the best song of all time called I Love This Bar. This is literally the chorus. I love this bar. And you know what it's about? A guy just loves sinking pints in the pub. Especially during this time, people would love to be in the bars. But anyway, Trump got these guys. People are like, Trump ain't shit. Barack got Beyonce. Barack got Beyonce and Aretha Franklin. This guy's got these two country bumpkins. And then I thought about it and was like, Trump's an old dude. He probably enjoys that music. Pardon me. Like, he's probably going, that's a bit of country and western. I like it. I'm a cowboy. I'm a cowboy president. I'm a cowboy builder. I like it. Very, very good. Whereas Biden, like, is Biden going to be bopping along to fucking Poker Face? Is he going to be bouncing to Poker Face and get on the flow? All I can hope is J-Lo's I don't know where Dolly Pitbull comes in and does the fucking we get off the chain, and then Biden's just fucking slut dropping in the corner to that shit. Like, why are they getting those guys? If Biden does not like that music, if Biden was getting anybody, if Biden was booking the acts that he wanted to see, if Bing Crosby and Judy Garland, and you're probably going, yeah, but Dave, Bing Crosby and Judy Garland are dead. And I'd be like, hey, Biden, holler at your boy Kanye, get him, be like, Kanye, I need a favour, a couple of these old dead guys I like, can you hook me up? And he's like, sure, yeah, I know a guy, I'll sort it out. But yeah, there's no way Biden's into that. You know what I mean? Justin Timberlake, don't know why I would have got him. Now, I must be honest, big JT fan, like his music, like him as a guy, seems sound. Biden, though, I don't know if he's going to buy into it. I don't know if Biden is buying in to the Timberlake. I don't know if he's going to enjoy watching him do Sexy Back, or Cry Me a River. Nah. Now, you're wondering why he's got Lady Gaga and J-Lo on board? Hey, I think we know. Guy's an old pervert. Afterwards, you're going to see Biden just posing. He'll just have his hand just straight on J-Lo's butt because he's an old guy and doesn't know that's not appropriate. He'll be like, oh, there she is. Don't know if the way she speak. There she is. There's the old J-Lo bum. There we are, just with his hand in her butt and then sniffing Lady Gaga's beef. If she wears a dress, obviously, that is. His hand in J-Lo's butt. Sniffing Lady Gaga. You know that sniff that there's a sniff and you just could go, you're just having a wee, I wonder what that smell is, and then there's where your eyes roll in your head and your nostrils nearly touch your eyelids. Oh yeah, that's the pervert sniff. Like, you're just guffing in some whiff, and you're getting a little bit of Sammy in your pants. That's the only way he's getting there, and that's what he's about. And if you just come out and be like, listen, pervert, it is what it is. I'm serving my time. I've run for president like 15 times. Finally, I'm in. I'm going to pop a few bottles, touch a few butts, and then go to step away in a few months and just let Kamala just put everyone in prison. Bingo. Fair play to the man. Hope he enjoys it. Hope the inauguration is great fun. All my friends who love politics have the time of their life sitting there watching like 10 hours of fucking people be like, and in 17, oh, fuck up. Get Beyonce on, get J-Lo on, get Gaga, get Timberwolf, get Bieber, get Billie Eilish on, which of course, for anyone that knows how to speak Irish, is simply Billie Isle. That's it. And let's just have a ball. Get some Bruno Mars in there too. He likes to bop about, doesn't he? He's a good time. But yeah, basically, guys, stop pretending you give a fuck, because no one does, you know. And I can't wait for whenever the next elections here take place. And I'm like, I want to watch Michelle and Arlene get sworn in. I want to watch Michelle and Arlene get sworn in. I want to make sure I'm there. I'm sitting front row. There's Van singing some band songs. Fans there singing the Penny Arcade, and then you've got flipping Christy Moore on the other side singing Grace, and it's just going to be great. All like the front of Stormont, big divine line in the middle, just loving it. That's what I'm all about, not this flipping bloody facade that is. Because again, what's going to happen? It's all fun and games, dancing. You mark my words, as soon as that guy's in there, TikTok, rat-a-tat-tat, see you later, Middle East. This guy's flying out there getting oil like he's a granny in October. You know, he's out there he's gathering oil for the winter. I need as much oil as possible for the winter. I'd be like, but Joe, why are you going into the Middle East? He's like, because they bombed us in 1989. Fair reason, Joe. Do your own thing, work away. And that's coming up. So there we are. The inauguration for some of my friends who can't speak and don't know politics, or the inauguration for any of us who have a wee bit of grey matter. But that's what's popping. That's what's going on this week. I don't really know what else is going to be happening or what else is the crack. In terms of my little world and my life, I'm buzzing because I'm getting out of the house to work, which is great. We're doing the first like in studio rave lockdown. We had to do it from home this week because COVID and whatever. This time we're getting in studios. Just found out today, which is fair but also sly, I'll not be allowed in the same studio as Shane for the said show, which is disappointing because we like to, you know, touch where possible. But unfortunately, safety first. He in his head was like, right, we're going to go to Nando's. And I was like, listen, no, we're not going to Nando's. The big man's on Slimming World. There's no way he's breaking his Slimming World on a Friday whenever, you know, I'm supposed to do it with her indoors because she... Oh, there's my water bottle. Because she's on Slimming World too. It was her idea. She said to me, listen, I want to be diplomatic here. I don't want to offend you. And I went, okay, what's the story? You're fat as fuck. And I went, oh, pardon me. He goes, yeah, I don't want to offend you, but you don't have any facial features anymore. You look like your facial features were on a marshmallow and someone's just pushed them in and just left just a fat fuck of a face. And I was like, all right, okay, now don't me to do... I was like, I'll do Slimming World. She goes, you look like a walrus that's had its teeth removed. You look like a melted chocolate. I was like, I'm doing it. Stop insulting me. You are so fat that you make Brucey Bogtrotter look like... I was going to say an orphan. I mean, he probably is. That doesn't even make sense. Point is, she's being really abusive to me. Called me all the fat names under the sun. You know, and I was like, okay, I'll do Slim World. So here I am. I'm looking at myself. Look at this guy. Sexy. I said I would do it for the month. And I'm going to do it. Let me see where we're at now. As I record this is the 19th of January. So we're nearly through the month. And listen, my target is to lose 10 kgs in this month. Now, if you're my sensei listening, he's probably going, but you did quite well on our wee program. And I'm going to say, yes, we did. But listen, my friend, over Christmas, big cat fed. You know, the big... Sometimes in my own head, I don't say it out loud or do anything with this information, but sometimes in my head, I pretend I'm Henry VIII. Or, for any French listeners, Henri Louis. Okay, sometimes I pretend I'm Henri Louis and I just go about, I just eat, I stuff myself, I just live like there's no tomorrow, and then I just get super fat and need to lose it all again. So that's where we're at. We're doing Slimming World. It's not the worst, actually. Again, I don't know how it makes sense because you eat as much as you want. You eat as many carbs as you like, but somehow lose weight. I was like, I'll do that. Only problem is, I'm like a protein diet man. I like to eat lots of like meat and stuff, and I like sauce. Realistically, I'm an Italian guy. You know what I mean? I like to eat a lot of meatballs, a lot of sauce, a lot of melted cheese, a lot of fucking wine. Can't do that in Slimming World, but you can eat is just as much pasta as you want. Now, you've no sauce, you can just put a bit of pepper on it. Does rightly. And I'm enjoying it. So if it keeps going and I manage to hit the 10 kg mark that I'm working towards by the end of the month, I think I'll probably stick it out for another month to see. Because listen, the big show's in December, and I want to look sexy. Sometimes I've looked back at some footage of myself on shows and gone, oh, gross. I remember I did a gig in Oma, like the second last gig on my dad tour last year, and someone put a picture above me, and I was like, oh no, look how fat I am, gross. I was almost cancelling the next show. I'd be like, I don't want to perform tomorrow night, I'm much too fat. Get me to the sauna, get me an elliptical machine, and let's try and make gravy. No, it was horrible. So I'm actively wanting to, since this is the big show coming up, to look as sexy as possible. And again, you know, you're looking at me in this gear thinking, you know, sexy guy. My bottoms, I'm wearing a pair of OGC, which is Olympic Gymnastic Club Denise shorts, because I went to Nice on holidays this once and thought, listen, if I'm going to go, when in Nice, do what the Nicians do, wear sexy shorts. So yeah, I'm feeling good, and I'm going to swing a kettlebell about, you know, I'm going to do some cycling. Maybe I was going to work on my ditties a bit today, but my ditties are still sore from the last time, so might do a bit of back. Then again, I've been carrying a big fat baby around all day, so my back's quite sore. Yeah, obviously I've been doing, you know, front rows, whatever. But there we have it. So to finish this, bit of Netflix, bit of work, then exercising. You know, what a day. What for a Tuesday night, you don't get much better than this, do you? You know, not at all. Let me see what other stuff I've told you. Speaking about not getting much better, why did I stick my tongue out there? Gross. I have more exclusive stuff over on Patreon. I do a bonus podcast every week, so if you like this, fair play to you. But also there's a bonus podcast every single week on Patreon. Other bonus content that I don't put out goes over there. So there's like me eating loads of hot sauce. There's the taster for a wee sitcom I'm pitching at the minute over there. You know, a lot of positive feedback on that. It's there. There's probably going to be other wee like short films and stuff I've done over there, and other bits and bobs. So it's worth doing. Starting in February, I'm going to be doing a new podcast that I haven't yet named, but I've figured out what it's going to be. I'm going to get some guests. It's going to be sexy. And other than that, you know, we're just having a good time in lockdown and on Patreon. So get over there, Sly Guy Podcast over on Patreon. Subscribe, get the bonus content. Help the podcast out. You know, you're probably looking at this if you're a new listener going, why would we pay if this jerk's in here? Listen, I have a studio. I just can't go to it because there's a pandemic. All right. And then once you get in that studio, I'm going to put some new flipping decor up and stuff. And it's going to be for this new podcast. It's going to be dope shit. It's going to be the first podcast to do avec guests. You know, it's going to be nice. I'm going to have people on. We're going to do a bit of chit-chatting. We're going to share some stories. It's going to be good. It's going to be a nice time. Oh, before I even get plugging the sponsors, speaking of stories, this week's Rave Lockdown, if you want to get any shout-outs, DM me on Instagram. Let me know what your shout-outs are. We'll get them in. We get so many every week that we don't always get around to doing them. So make sure if you want a shout-out, let myself or the man boy Cheeky know, and we'll do it. You know, if I get the shout-outs, he'll read them. If he gets the shout-outs, I'll read them. That's kind of what we do. We switch over shout-outs for some weird reason, so we haven't seen them. We can read them with enthusiasm whenever we see it for the first time. So there you have it. So guys, as I said, the podcast is sponsored by Manscaped. I sort of half started doing the read, then stopped. If you want 20% off and free shipping from Manscaped, go to www.manscaped.com and use the code SLYGUY. That's all capitals. Use the code SLYGUY. Get 20% off. Make your balls and dick look hot as fuck. Make your arms look sexy. Just make your whole body pop. Like Justin Timberlake and Biden tomorrow. Don't be so quick to suck my dick. And you'll be sweet. Do that. Manscaped have also told me to tell you about some other stuff too. Fuck's sake, haven't they? I actually got some new gear in the post from them this week, and that is the Shears 2.0, which is a wee kit that comes with like a nail file, nail clippers, like another wee nail file with a point on it. I think like pick shit out from under your nails, but I just get, you know, slaves to do that for me. I say slaves, servants, what I meant to say. Don't want to trigger any people. Oh my goodness, it's so insensitive to say slaves. Hey, I'm sorry I live in North Down. It is the way it is. That's just the way life is here. I'm sorry. I was born with a silver spoon in my bum. I can't help it. Okay? Fucking hell. Servants, alright? And so I get them to do that. But the Shears 2.0, some real hot shit. Nice wee pack as well if you want to put it away. Pop, just put it in your wee bag. On you go. Very stylish. Obviously, use the Lawnmower 3.0. Shave yourself up real good. Get the weed whacker up there, and all the fragrance in Manscaped is 10 out of 10 smelling good. The Snake Rat Ben got a package from Manscaped this week, and he was sending me dick pics flat out, and I just thought to myself, wow, shave your balls too, man, because you look like a billy goat's face. You know, you're all shorn up here and then just haggard down the ball sack. Listen, I know there's a pandemic on and I shouldn't have done it. I went around his house in a hazmat suit and shaved the guy's balls, because that's what we do in this podcast. We have standards, we upkeep them, and that's how we do that. By going to manscaped.com, using the code, all caps, Sly Guy Podcast, 20%, not Sly Guy Podcast, just Sly Guy, all caps, what the fuck, 20% off, free shipping, let's go. The Sly Guy Podcast is also brought to you by Bebe, Adrianos, Mexicanos, which has just been named, I think, the best takeaway and banger. There you have it, stick that in your pipe and smoke it. It wasn't the best takeaway and banger before it partnered with the show, but now it is. All I'm saying is facts are facts, okay? And Bebe Adrianos provides good local food using only the freshest produce. Everything is prepared and cooked from scratch on the premises. I said local food, to make burritos. It's fully Mexican. That was a slip of the tongue. They've got burritos, fajitas, salad bowls, and special box meals for something for everyone. Big shout out to the Dirty Cock and Cow box as well, which is like all the shit you want. I was going to say it's meat, it's chicken, it's sweet potato fries, it's regular fries, it's peppers, it's onions. It's friggin' delicious, more importantly, is what it is. And that's what I'm having on Saturday, not Friday, for a cheap meal this week from Slimming World. I'm getting cock in me and I'm enjoying it because it's the weekend, baby. If you haven't already tried Bebe Adrianos, what are you waiting for? Get their app from the App Store for 10% off your first order. Or if you just want to pick up the phone during these times, chat to someone, put an order in, hit them at 02891 479988. That's 02891 479988. And last but not least, the Sly Guy Podcast is brought to you by the OGs, the original masters themselves, Modest Beer. There you have it. Modest Beer is a delicious, nutritious beer. It's a craft beer made locally here in Hollywood, County Down, with one L. And it's here at Low Island Bangor. It's still County Down. It's where I initially was raised. It's a good spot. You know, Modest is a good beer. They won't tell you it's a good beer because, hey, they're modest. But this guy is an ignoramus, and I'm telling you, it's a great beer. If you want to know more about Modest Beer, get to their website, www.modestbeer.co.uk. Yeah, .co.uk. None of this fucking weird shit that people do now. .co. Fuck that. Modestbeer.co.uk. Hit them on your socials at Modest Beer on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Does it get easier than that? No, because these guys are modest. Get it into you and enjoy it, guys. Listen, let's get on to our listeners' questions this week. I'm going to start off with a question that I got last week from my friend and yours, Gerardino, who I think is like the younger version of Gerard, because I think that's how it works, because there's Ronaldinho was the younger version of Ronaldo, or, you know, so they called him, yeah, I'm talking shit. Anyway, Gerardino has sent a couple of videos here, and again, I was going to watch them on last week's podcast, but stuff just came up. I ended up running over time. I was talking shit about something, and here we are. But listen, Gerardino, don't worry, I've got your back. Let's see. Hurrah Sailor, don't know if this is much of a talking point, but I saw two pretty funny videos this week. I saw two pretty funny videos this week. One is of a Scottish guy having quite a reaction to be given ketamine to help pain. Okay, let's have a look at this. Hopefully we'll get this appearing somewhere. The Snake Rat can hook us up with this. I've not seen this actually yet. Let me see. I mean, it's a sore foot off the bat, for sure. Let me see. They're manipulating his ankle into place here, which is not ideal. I love the way the doctor says that. He goes, listen, man, we're going to use a drug on your foot, okay? Your foot's in a bit of a bad way, man, alright? So what we're going to do is use, and he's like, paracetamol, ibuprofen. Nah, man, ketamine. We're going to fucking hop you up on kit, and we're going to do whatever the fuck we want to your foot, because you have no fucking clue, because you're not a bloody Clydesdale. Is that a horse or a cow? Who knows? Or a pig. Or a sheep. It's a powerful anesthetic, yeah. Oh wow, like a lot of my mates awake but not aware of their surroundings. His foot looks fairly fucked, to be fair. The doctor goes to him, okay, if you just think of somewhere nice, and you expect the guy to be like, alright, he goes, South Africa is where my friends are, man. It's going up his nose here, he's getting high here. There you go, when you wake up you'll be plastered up. There's music now, it sounds pretty... Oh wow, he's buzzing. He's had some ketamine, pretty strong. Oh wow. Oh yeah. He's popping. Oh no. Oh no. He's just going, woohoo! Oh well. Oh, the nurse hates it. She's like, this fucking guy here. Oh. Guy's jerking, isn't he? Everyone should take cat watching this podcast. There you go, man. Your plaster's on so you can fuck up. She hates him. See. That's the best long roll snake tube ever, man. What's the worst long roll snake tube ever? Oh, what a way to end that. Ooh, Wipeout. The guy's absolutely loving it. I mean, I've never been on cat before, but I went to the doctors. Why I say doctors is brought to NE because my dad found me lying on the ground beside a radiator, just profusely sweating one day when I was like, I think it was probably in my early 20s. What had actually happened, I was playing rugby but with a new pair of boots, got a big blister in the back of my heel, ended up getting infected, didn't realise, full blood infection, not a well boy, brought me up, put me on like a drip for some gear in it, I don't know. My dad came in and he was like, chatting away to me, and I was like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm just chilling out, Dad. Just chilling out. And he's like, no, what's your hand doing? And when your dad says, what's your hand doing, you shit yourself a bit. I was like, oh no, what is my hand doing? Look down. I was tickling his tummy. I was lying in bed being like, what's happening, Dad? And he was like, would you stop tickling my tummy? I was like, yeah. And then he apparently goes to me, he says something like, yo, so what's he chatting? He was asking me something about who I want to know about, something like that. Is there anyone you want to know about? How's your sister? How's your mum? Sort of thing. He goes to me, anyone you want to know about? Like, how, what's happening? And I tell him how you're doing. Apparently, I start tickling his tummy again. I went, yeah, Alan Shearer. Please just Alan Shearer. And he's like, what do you want to know about Alan Shearer? And I was like, yeah, he's just some shot on him, doesn't he? Alan Shearer. But I was like, right, I'm going to leave here because I don't know what the fuck they've given you, but you're in a weird place. I said, alright, dead on. Tickle, he told me Alan Shearer. On he went. It was a good time, and I definitely wasn't ketamine I was on, but this guy was having the time of his life. See, when I got the video through there, Gerardino, I thought I was going to open it up and this guy's just going to have a pound in root. I think that's what people send me. That's the kind of content I get. It's just roots, flat out roots, or sepulture. I would say roots, bloody roots. I thought that's what I was going to be seeing there. Thankfully, it's just a guy popping off on ket, having a good time. The second video is NI Sport overlord Jackie Fullerton getting body slammed full force by your dad, the legendary Giant Haystacks. No holding back from the Giant here. I think I've seen this clip before, and Haystacks not a million miles away from myself in terms of appearance. Sexy bastard that he is. So he's got Jackie, he's up, and he's down with full velocity. Is that just a regular floor Jackie's been slammed on there? What I love about this, the Giant Haystack slammed him. Fullerton, fully winded, can't talk. The Giant's like, So I just dropped him on his back, and that's how I would finish off a fight. And they're like, well done, Giant. He's like, my pleasure, mate. No problem. So yeah, cheers for that, Jardine. That was definitely more weird, maybe akin to Dave Elliott's Weird podcast of the past than the Sly Guy podcast, but it's definitely fair to say Giant Haystacks was Sly there. Jackie's like, he's going to set me down gently. Nah, full velocity, body slam. You say wrestling's fake, Jackie, did you? Boom, eat the ground, you bastard. Oh, I've been shouty in this podcast. Right, Oren has said, evening Dave. I'm a man who's recently bought a house in the local area. As in, where's the local area? I've recently bought a house in the local area and I'm looking for a bespoke light show for my housewarming event. Could you please provide me with a bum light show, good sir? Side note, do you have any fucking lasers? This guy's obviously been watching Vintage Boytown. He knows that Masterlight is a guy I have at the end of my fingertips. I can just pick up the phone, ring Masterlight, get him around your house. Unfortunately, due to COVID restrictions, Masterlight's work's been really stripped back. So at the minute, Masterlight's more of a master beacon. So if you call me, tell me where the gaff is, I'll just get Masterlight to fire a proper lighthouse style beacon up his hoop and just shoot it into the sky to welcome you to the local area. If you're North Down, I haven't seen your papers yet to sign off on them, so again, you're probably going to be living illegally and you'll be forced out. But I mean, listen, if you sent me the right information, I'll sign it off on you. You seem like a sound guy. If you listen to the podcast, you obviously have your head screwed on, so listen, we'll get you signed off. That'll be good, but good luck with the move anyway. Jack Core said, Boytown and Oasis both had high profile splits, so here is my question. Are you Liam or Noel Gallagher? There's arguments for both. I mean, I think probably, let's face it, Noel, because in the relationship, Noel is probably maybe the less appreciated of the two. You know, he's the more talented. He's the I was gonna say funnier. It's not. He's the talent. He's the one that writes the songs. As Jerry Kelly, the TV presenter, not the naughty boy, said about me, I'm the power behind the throne, and that's what Noel was in Oasis, the power behind the throne. Liam's just a good looking guy with a maraca, and that's what Shane is in many respects, a good looking guy with a maraca. But that's a good question, Jack. I appreciate that. And the thing about Boytown is too, I still do speak to Shane. I know Noel and Liam aren't friends, but we are still friends. And Shane actually said to me today on the phone, he's like, I really appreciate that, you know, you left Boytown and you do this podcast, which is better. I'm trying to do a podcast, which is fine. You know, I have to get all these guests on and stuff, but I can't actually do it by myself like you can. So you are an inspiration to me. And I said, listen, that's like a Gallagher thing. It's like Liam looking up to Noel, his older, wiser, better brother, and just saying, I respect you. And I looked down at my little bucktooth, big-eared, dweeby brother, and I say, I love you, bro. I love you. You're doing your wee thing. You know, you're drinking tea. Good luck to you. It's not Boytown. It's fine. You do you. I'll do me. Love you. Respect. Con Austin has said, my mate can't grow a full beard. The lads and I always roast him about it. Fuck. Yeah, these lads are mad. Here, mate, you can't grow a beard. You fucking baldy-faced bastard. That's good banter. I'd like to see some videos of you roasting this guy. Hey mate, do you shave a day? So any tips of how I've got mine looking so full apart from good genes? Well, for me it's testosterone. Now a lot of people are like, oh, testosterone makes you bald. Yes, that is true. It's why I'm going bald. Why am I on testosterone? Listen, whenever I was a younger boy, I actually produced a lot of testosterone, a lot of extra testosterone, so much testosterone that I was able to grow this luscious beard, so much testosterone that literally people from the Elysium gym in Bangor would just turn up my door to lick my skin, just get that testosterone on their body. So if you want to send your friend round to my house to lick me, I guarantee he will have a stunning beard. And I mean, what I would say to you, Con, is definitely keep up those high quality roasts that you're delivering to him. You know, you're like a granny on a Sunday just dishing up high quality roasts. No doubt that guy is like, oh fuck, wish he wouldn't stop bullying me about not having a beard. You know, he's so sly, you know. Naomi Mitchell has said, according to a Love Honey survey, the folk of Enniskillen are mad sex whores. I mean, What a phrase. A mad sex whore. Let's see what this is all about. Good vibrations in Northern Ireland town as sex toy sales surged during COVID lockdown. Sales of sex toys in Northern Ireland have tripled during 2020. Oh, why? According to the UK's biggest intimate products retailer, for a start, this is SLY from Love Honey for them to be like, listen, here's all your details. All right. By the way, they're a dirty bunch of bastards over there. Don't give the details out, Love Honey. You're mugging people off here. The biggest spenders in sex toys is Enniskillen. Now, that doesn't mean they've bought the most. They might just be buying the high end stuff. Like the full fucking, like the fucking stuff you climb on, strap your feet into like a fucking row machine, and just a big dildo, just that's probably you plug it into the mains. You go outside, you fucking get it into the street light, and just you fuck yourself to death. That's maybe what the people of Enniskillen are doing. It mightn't just be the most, but across Northern Ireland, people have generally an overwhelming favoured mint flavoured lubricant. Nice, fresh breath, and a slippery cock. What's better? Strabane, like the taste of strawberry in the bedroom. Let's see what the guys in North Down like. Oh, nice, Lisburn. Like French maid outfits and butlers. Aaron Butler, listen, get yourself your Tinder set to Lisburn there. I mean, what's weird is like if you're a sex expert, you just get called a sexpert, and whoever coined that phrase got it done there. This is what the sexpert said about Fermanagh. It's clearly very rural, and isolation's associated with the pandemic's giving people a lot of alone time to talk and spend time with their partners, and that's why people have a massive collection of items. Like you go in like an old man's garage, see tools in the wall, see you've got axes, you've got saws, you've got hammers, screwdrivers. You go into some dirty bastard's garage in Enniskillen, they've just got a big double-headed dildo mounted to the wall, handcuffs, lube, cock gun, dildo. The full works. But yeah, Love Honey are dirty touting bastards on that. And listen, listeners, if you guys are Love Honey customers, know me yourself, are you? Let us know. Let us know what you are spending the money on, why. If that's what you're doing, fair play. If not, listen, you do you guys. I know my sex life at the minute is kind of like my social life. Doesn't exist. But listen, I'll go on Love Honey and see if they've got any nice like mints, breath mints, anything like that, or just lube. Maybe I could just chew mint flavour condoms. Might be a new look. Might be kind of like, when people just do spitting tobacco. That'd be what we're all about. Michael Kerr said, "Hey Dave, are you pissed that Shane's found a new BFF and Paddy McDonnell?" No, I'm fucking not. No, you know what? I like Paddy. I don't like Shane. So I'm happy to see them together. It'll never last because it's lust. It's based on lust. It's not love. It's not found. But I mean, listen, flavour of the month. Enjoy it. Phil McSee said, "Hola Dave. Here's a scenario. Money is no object, but lockdown still exists. You've purchased Horse Island off the coast of Cork. What totally non-Epstein based activities could we expect if Papa Bear became Papa Horse and was the lord of all he surveyed?" Well, you know what? I must be honest. I think if I were to be the lord of the manor, I would be decent. Yes, there'd be death penalty, but you have to abide by some kind of rules. You can't just be fucking running around doing whatever you want here. You have to have some kind of discipline, and there would be death penalty in Horse Island. There would be stand-up, obviously. There would be a nice comedy club, a nice bar, a very bespoke gym. Love Honey would be delivering every day to Horse Island for whatever reason. I'd probably have J-Lo, Justin Timberlake and Lady Gaga there just putting on a show. And overall, I think my island would encourage people to, as I think a very famous poet once said, search for the hero inside themselves, be the person they want to be, live the dream on Horse Island with me as the leader. Yes, I wear an open dressing gown at all times, but hey, that's what I'm all about. I'm a cult leader. It's my island, Horse Island. I get my big horse. No, it's a lie. I just let it blow in the wind. It'd be a nice time. Lots of sea, lots of ocean, non-Epstein-like activities. I would invite some people that would have to come via plane, yes, but there wouldn't be Epstein guys. There wouldn't be those kind of people because, Epstein was, at his core, SLY. So, I'm not, whatever. But I think I would definitely have a very good regime. If you wanted to buy in to the project that I was running, if you wanted to be all in on that, you'd have a nice time. If you disobeyed me, I would have like a full kind of Gestapo there to take you out, definitely, for sure. Richie Laird said, how much work goes into your wrestling bios vids? Right, I want to talk about this because somebody has mentioned this before, that there's this thing called wrestling bios, and it's a guy from Northern Ireland that does it, who apparently sounds exactly like me. I've not heard this yet. I've been meaning to look it up. As of yet, I haven't. So let's see, wrestling bios. I mean, there's a lot of subscribers there. What will we go for? The Undertaker, since I'm dressed like him today. We advert on YouTube, of course, for my Ulster Hall show, by the way, 17th of December. Tickets still available, but they're low, so if you want good seats, get them now. Here we are. Nice bit of effects here. I need to hear his voice. You know what? He doesn't sound like me. He sounds like William Thompson. Exactly. This controversial segment in this week's show. That is William Thompson. I'm gonna ask him, but I tell you what, this dude could definitely teach me a thing or two, because this guy's got some 186,000 subscribers and I've got like 10. So, I mean, I don't know how I get all these listens. That's maybe another time for me to say, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, follow the link in the bio and do so, because I put stuff up there all the time. But yeah, that's interesting. I thought that was supposed to sound like me. It sounds nothing like me. So what, unfortunately, that has done. Richie has made your joke totally obsolete. Doesn't work. It's a good to try. Like, I know a lot of people out there do try new material. It doesn't always come off for them. You tried to mug me. Unfortunately, I said, listen, keep your mug. I don't want chamomile tea. I just want full fat tea. So what you can do is fuck away off. Guys, speaking of fucking away off, I am going to fuck away off for tonight, and I'm going to go and watch an episode of Power, do a bit of work on the laptop, bit of admin, chase up a few things, and then I'm going to pump in this outfit. There you go, guys. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, rate and review the podcast, buy tickets to the Ulster Hall show, subscribe to Patreon, and just, be a good person. Just fucking do your best, would you? And we will be back again next week. And I'll probably be skinnier again, so just keep losing weight. What is the deal with this guy? Why is he always so slim? Who knows? It is what it is, guys. Enjoy your week. Stay safe. Take care. God bless. I hate people say stay safe. Why did I do that? Fuck's sake.
I'm the sly guy.
Okay, we're about to start the podcast in 3. Try it again. But to start the podcast in 3 and 2 and 1. No, Ben, listen, this is expertise come through here. Okay, we'll go recording in 3, 2,